Hello Aries and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. Cup 2 Moon Cancer has come out for you. So we are looking at relationships crowning you here today in this reading. Relationships and love coming in. And it could be to do with relationship with mother and also relationship with what makes you happy at home. Oh, we have 110 Sun Sagittarius. So speaking of Sagittarius, we are in Sagittarius season. This is the reading for December the 1st through to the 15th. Now, you're releasing some kind of burden here related to a relationship that's coming in, and it actually feels really good. It's interesting, you've got the sun and the moon, and it's actually, I feel like you're being shown very clearly here. George is agreeing that something has kind of been working under the surface with your emotions. It's being revealed now, and it may have been something that's been there, and it feels like it's kind of been making you feel a little bit off or maybe even a little bit sad. So there's something that has been kind of concerning you perhaps about your emotional. Did something pop out there? Your emotions in terms of a relationship, and it's kind of feels like it's been troubling you a little bit, Aries. So let's see. Let's pull out some more cards. Now, as I was saying, this reading is for December, the fortnight of December 1st to the 15th. So we are in Sagittarius season, and reading is for Aries, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And I always recommend to watch all three of your placements if you know what they are to get the full picture of what you are, Aries. And this is a general reading, Aries. Just take what feels right and leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, there will be an extended reading. And I'm also excited to let you know that your 2022 readings have now been completed. So the link for that will be in the description box below, and I'll pin it to the comments as well. So love it if you come over, see what's in store for you for 2022. So we have Sword King Aquarius Crown has come out. So this might be that, interestingly, it might be decision time to do with something within this relationship. And it may be that you're needing to get some kind of emotional distance from somebody. Just detach for a moment, get some space to really find out what's going on with this. So, yeah, it all feels like, it actually feels good. It feels like you kind of sorting something out inside your mind to do with your heart. So, yeah, that feels really good. We have the Page of Wands coming in. So, yeah, I think this is where you're getting some messages to do with, what really drives you? What really drives your passion now? What direction do you want to be going in with that Page of Wands? And it is this sense that something is kind of calling you, and it's like you want to resolve your troubles before you can move forward with that. The Eight of Wands, or this fire coming through for you, Aries, which is fantastic. The Tower card. Okay, so yeah, I feel like there's some belief systems or some structures that are being broken down with this. The Knight of Pentacles, so that's a nice energy to come through at the base, taking things slowly. The Seven of Pentacles in the recent past. So, and the Five of Pentacles in the near future. Interesting. So, yeah, let's see what else is coming in. I just wanted to talk about quickly the 2022 readings that are coming in. We are going to look at the general overview of the year, a little bit about the astrology coming up, and then we're going to go through month by month and see what's coming through for you. We've got the Fool. Okay, you are presenting as the Fool, so wanting to step into something new or into a new energy. King of Cups coming in. So I do feel like there is love here, or has been love here. The Star card, so a lot to do with relationships coming in. And let's pull a final card for you here, Aries. Ooh, the Two of Cups. Okay, interesting. Very, very interesting. And I want to pull a card there, the Six of Cups. I want to pull one more here for you, Aries. The Five of Wands. Okay. Interesting. And so at the base, we've got the Two of Wands. Wow. Okay. So you've got a lot of twos coming up here, Aries. So let's look at this reading for you, because I feel like there's a very definite relationship and you're taking a good look at it. In fact, both of you I feel like are looking at each other and going, is this right for us anymore? Is this really resonating? So we've got the Page of Wands crossed by the Eight of Wands. So this is where you're wanting to take something, you're looking at a new direction, you're looking at what sparks your passion, like we said, but it's crossed by the Eight of Wands, which may be that maybe you haven't quite found that focus, that direction of where you want it to go in or where you want to go in, because this could actually be something that is wanting to take you out of that energy. This could be something like a passion project or a new direction in terms of work or career that could be wanting to take you into a whole new direction. And so you're looking at perhaps the people that you're interacting with. Partnerships are really important. The Eight of Wands might also be, interestingly, it just feels like things haven't quite shifted yet in the direction that you want it to go. And it could have been that there could have been some very direct conversations and messages that are kind of blocking you with this. We have in crowning you the Tower. So this is an energy of anything that hasn't been built on a good foundation is now just kind of being broken down. And I'm kind of getting a lot of belief systems around this, a lot of clarity inside your mind. It's just like, you know, as soon as something crumbles and that's not there anymore, it's like you can't rebuild it inside your mind. It's like it has to transform either into something else or it has to turn it has to be a sense that, or let it go is kind of the energy that I'm getting here, because it's sort of like, something just wasn't built on good foundations. Maybe something isn't right for you anymore, feeling really like you're ready to kind of, let that go and step into the unknown. It's kind of interesting with the Tower because this figure is falling into the unknown, and the Fool, which you're turning up to, is all about stepping into the unknown, stepping into something new, not really having an idea of exactly what that is, but just knowing that you're being called. And so with this Tower energy, it's kind of like it feels like it's been taken out of your hands. It almost feels like fate has stepped in here, and it's just a sense of just free falling and understanding that, perhaps it was just that something it feels like there's bigger powers than what it is that you want with this at play here. And so, it feels like it's a question of how well do you want to go with the flow of what's happening externally, external forces. At the base, we've got this Knight of Pentacles energy, and this is kind of interesting because it feels like I kind of get defensive. Like this is what's happening at the base, and the Tower is what's happening inside your conscious mind. So it is this sense of really understanding that. Interestingly, what I want to say as well with the Tower card is there's a big shift and change and maybe unexpected that's occurring here. And this can also be falling in love with the Two of Cups energy. So this can be one of two things. It can be you falling for somebody else, or quite literally the structures within a relationship have crumbled. So it's kind of can be both of those things. We have the Knight of Pentacles at the base. So this is where you kind of willing to go forward. It is about taking those. I feel like you're moving forward, but you've kind of got all your defenses on. You got your defenses up, in order to move forward into this. It's like wondering what is going to be best for your long-term future, something that's going to really be stable for you. And that's what I feel like you're looking for here at the base with this Knight of Pentacles, something or an energy that you can really depend upon. So, very interesting because it feels like you're wanting something quite solid here. And at the moment, it's in this kind of interesting element where everything's all a flux. And it's like, but at the base, you're like, no, I want something that I can really commit to long term. Now, in the recent past, you've got this Seven of Pentacles, which is kind of like, with the Ten of Wands, this can be understanding where you're putting a lot of your time and energy and effort into something. Where have you received rewards? Where have you accomplished something? And where has something become too much of a burden? Where do you want to put your time and plant those seeds of time and energy and even love coming up here so that you can actually see some growth? The Seven of Pentacles represents a period of growth. And so in the recent past. And so interestingly, it may be that you've been putting a lot of effort into something, and it's time to release that now. Release some sort of burden, I kind of get you being a bit more discerning about where you're putting your energy so that it's not draining you and it's actually feeling like, because this with the Knight of Pentacles is that I feel like, and the Page of Wands, there's something that's wanting to develop and grow here. And so it really has to be built on the right foundations for it to move forward. And like I said, this could be something external to this as well. So it's really interesting, external to the relationship that we're talking about. In the near future, we've got the Five of Pentacles. So this is kind of where I feel more it's like an assessment of a relationship, more so than falling in love. But that could be something, the Five of Pentacles, I feel like you're working on this thing here to do with money, resources, and in the near future, you're seeing very clearly what's lacking, what's been missing, what is no longer resonating, what no longer holds value to you anymore. So, yeah, I mean, the Five of Pentacles can be that I kind of feel like it's almost like both of you are lost is kind of what I got from this. So that's why I'm feeling it's more a sense of structures are being brought. It's like you might be both asking for the same thing, but you're not seeing it in each other. So it's like you're both kind of looking, searching, but not connecting is kind of what I'm getting here. And both feeling maybe a little bit rejected by each other. So, yeah, I feel like there's a disconnection that occurs here, which is why I'm kind of getting not so much the falling in love thing. But if that is resonating with you, this is something is definitely not connecting and disconnecting, which is interesting. So you're presenting as the Fool energy, and this is where I think you're ready to step into something new, develop something new that's really going to spark your passion with that Page of Wands. And it's like I'm ready to roll the dice. I'm ready to kind of travel light. I'm releasing that burden of the Wand 10, and I'm wanting to step into a very, very new energy. Press reset button and off we go. So that's why this is either like the ending of something, the ending of a relationship, or press the reset button and it can start again, but it's going to be very different. So let's have a look at this. So we have the King of Cups, and I think we're going to have to dig a little bit deeper into this with the extended reading because, yeah, we're going to have to go a bit further and see what's going on. Energy surrounding you, the King of Cups. So there's a lot of turbulent emotion around, but there's also a lot of love here. So that's kind of where somebody, that's why I feel like there's hesitation to open your heart up to this energy. So, yeah, I feel like, there has been a lot of love, but it hasn't quite, it doesn't feel like it's quite ready to move forward, heart, like into an open sharing of emotions kind of energy. George is like, yeah, we have hopes and fears, the Star card, and this is where hope gets restored. This is where you can feel a lot more hopeful for the future. This can be wishes coming true. Now, it's also interesting with this card, the Star card, it can be feeling very strongly guided because I feel like you are being very strongly guided here. You're really pulled into a situation where you're not wanting to be pulled into your emotions, though. You don't want it to be an emotional energy because it feels like it's a different energy pulling you here. Like I said, it's the fire that's pulling you. And you don't want to feel like that's going to be doused by too much water here. But there is definitely a new path opening, and we have here the Two of Cups. We can see the Love and Connection card. And this is actually interesting with the Five of Pentacles. You were disconnecting, and in this card, I feel like you're reconnecting again. And there's a sense of nostalgia for the past, but there's still conflict that needs to be resolved where it's looking at, there could be the sense of a kind of competition between you. It's like looking at how each other's needs are being met. Are you getting what you want out of this? Is there some sort of crosswire with I want this and you want that, and it doesn't quite work together? But I feel like this is where there's some sort of open conversation or an open energy of just looking and connecting and going, is this what we really want? Is this what's working for us? Are we growing in this situation? And so, yeah, I mean, we used to have something really nice and really beautiful. You know, we had this very nice connection, but how did it get to the point where there's now conflict? So it feels like there is some kind of an appraisal. I don't know if you can hear that frog in the background. There's a frog in the water pipes. But so this is where it's interesting because there's a choice here. There's a new path opening with the Two of Wands. And that's why I'm saying there is a new path that you're wanting to step into. And this is very much your choice. This is your choice, which direction you want to go down with this. And yeah, it can be confusing, but I feel like there's a sense of knowing, because we can see the light, the sun is coming in and showing you the path. But it does require letting go of saying yes to something different, not to something that you continually saying yes to. It might be hard to say no to this energy, but now I feel like you're saying yes to something different that is calling you. And the sun is coming through. The sun is exalted in your sign, Aries. So it's giving, and with the star card, you're getting some very clear direction as to what this new path is and how to step down this. So yeah, I feel like there's a little bit of confusion around it here, where it just feels like things get a bit out of control. And then there is a sense that, yeah, you see very clearly what that path is and you will know. And yeah, it's your choice. Sometimes the Two of Wands is choosing something and leaving something behind. So let's pull an affirmation card for you here, Aries. We've got 3 that have come out. We've got life is simple and easy. All that I need to know at any given moment is revealed to me. I trust myself and I trust life. All is well. Okay, we also have my thoughts are creative. There's a lot of it feels like there's something creative brewing here. I say out to every negative thought that comes to my mind. No person, place or thing has any power over me, for I am the only thinker in my mind. I create my own reality and everyone in it. Interesting. This is I let go of all expectations. That's what I feel like it is with the Tower energy. I flow freely and lovingly with life. I love myself. I know that only good awaits me at every turn. And this one is my home is a peaceful haven. I bless my home with love. I put love in every corner and my home lovingly responds with warmth and comfort. I am at peace. So, I mean, this could very much be a relationship with somebody that you have at home. With that moon Cancer there. But I do feel like no matter where this relationship was at, it's not going to continue down the same path. So there's very much a sense that, and it is shifting and changing, and it does feel like it's going to change into a much more positive direction for you. So let's see what charm we have, Aries, coming through. Oh, wow. We've got the 2 hearts coming together. That's so beautiful. So, yeah, I do feel like, for some of you, there is some kind of reconciliation with this, in that even that you're resolved in some sort. The 2 hearts coming together. We've got the 2 cups coming in 3 times now. So this is a significant relationship for you. There is a bit of healing around this, which is actually nice. But I do feel like there's a sense of how much do you want the past to influence the present and the future with this. And there is a sense of letting go of something and energy from the past in order to move forward and to find that connection and find the new path that's coming through here. So, yeah, I mean, I kind of do feel that you kind of come to some kind of agreement, and it doesn't feel like there's any, ag or any anger around this, where this is an agreement to just be friends, or where this is an agreement to, like I said, whoever this is with, this could be a family member as well. This energy that's come through here doesn't have to necessarily be romance and love. It can be someone you're working with. But I do feel like for a lot of you, it's about someone that you're living with, or an energy that you're living with. So, or someone that you're spending, that's very important to you, is spending a lot of time with. So, yeah, I do feel like there is this sense that, yeah, if something has been troubling you, there is an ability for something to be resolved and reconciled. But yeah, it does require both of you coming together and honestly looking at something and coming together with an open heart. So that's kind of the reading, Aries. Very much all about relationships, but there is a little bit of something here that is brewing in terms of career and money as well, something creative that is kind of calling you, because there is growth wanting to come in here. And it's just that it's kind of like you need to resolve something on the heart level or this emotional level before you can kind of move into this other area, which is, I think, more money and career based, that is wanting expansion. So it's kind of like, yeah, you want to resolve that first before you can, yeah, move out. So that's it, Aries. That's your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now. We're going to look at what else is coming in with this, what happens after this reconnection and this looking at what's actually right for you, the new path that's coming in. We'll pull some cards for the near future, the future beyond, any kind of extra intuitive messages that you need to know, as well as tuning into career, money, love and relationships, and focusing in on those three areas. So that's all in the extended reading. I'd love it if you come over. The link is in the description box below, and I pinned the link to the comments as well. And also just a reminder that your 2022 forecast Taroscope is out now, and the link for that is in the description box below. We're going to go through all the big energies of 2022, see what's coming up for you, Aries, and then we're going to go in and look at the month by month energy. And so, yeah, it's going to be like quite a comprehensive view of what's going on for you. And so, yeah, that's exciting. So the link for that will also be in the description box below as well. But if this is where we're leaving each other, Aries, I actually feel like this is good, this energy coming in for you, because I feel like this has been brewing for a while. And it's good that it's finally come to the surface to kind of been looked at and resolved. So that's really nice. And so thanks so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, because that lets YouTube know that you appreciate this content and is a way of supporting the channel. So thanks, Aries, and look forward to seeing you next time.